Huh? Dig. Hole. Huh? Dirt.
Hey now, and welcome down to KC Toy Reviews. We are here today with Frank Castle by Tough Guys. And as you can tell, these guys did not beat around the bush with that name. That's right, the Punisher lies in front of us in 1/6 scale format. And well, unfortunate to say, this one is a mixed bag of crap, mainly due to the body that's included. Now, as always, let's go ahead and fine comb those details and dive right the hell goddamn in. Alright, so here we are with Frank Castle, aka The Punisher. Now, as I mentioned in the intro of this video, I'm gonna be brutally honest, I thought that this was a mixed bag of crap. Again, mainly due in part to the body that was included. However, there are a couple other missteps with this thing, and I'm always disappointed if we're spending $200 and there are any mistakes whatsoever. So, first thing being first, the good, well, the head sculpt. The head sculpt is fantastic. It has great detail, it has an awesome paint application to it, especially the one that we have in shot here. Slight glisten to the eyes, the hair is obviously sculpted, which we all prefer, unless you are some master at rooted hair, and then we have this head sculpt here as well, which again, fantastic. And obviously this is a comic book version of Punisher in front of us, so they had a little bit more leeway as far as what they wanted to do in artistic representation, but they've done a very good job. And then same thing on this one, you have a real nice glisten to the eyes, fantastic paint application, a couple layers and depths of color on here. They just did a really good job. And then just to show the peg system, in case anybody's curious, this is how this guy pops on. And now onward to the figure again. Let's see here. People are going to skewer me because I am very anal with the reviews. I nitpick. However, when we have Hot Toys as the kind of market leader in 1/6 scale, well, I'm putting this thing right up against those guys. And as far as quality goes, this one misses the mark. The way the guns lie here, for starters, it's just kind of weird to me. Like, they are way too far forward. They should be, kind of strapped right against the chest. So the way the guns lay and fall here, kind of strange. I don't know if it's just me. They look slightly out of proportion. I don't know if the guns just look too big or if it's, again, the way that they are falling down there. But there's just something weird about the guns. Now, they do pull out. So as far as accessories go, this guy is pretty badass. You can see there's a slight weathered look to the gun there. Really awesome paint application, decent weight. So overall, the accessories are fantastic. It's just this thing's big. Is a gun the size of your head? To be honest, I don't even know. I should Google that. I mean, this is a big gun. The next gigantic misstep, the body is just awful. I don't even know if this is one of those ZC Toys 1/6 scale body, but this thing, articulation-wise, is just awful. Now, interestingly enough, one of the pictures on the cover of the box and the promo pictures was this bat lying on his shoulder. I mean, come on. He's gonna fall. Jesus. Oh, Jesus! Let's try that again. This piece of crap will not stand on its own. And they didn't include a stand. We'll get there, but just kind of obvious right now why he's falling. I have him on a minor 1/6 scale stand, and he's still falling off the damn thing. But anyways, back to articulation on the top half here. I mean, I don't know how anybody can get that baseball bat on the shoulder there without some really weird moves or something here. That's about as far as I can get that wrist, that elbow there. I mean, look at he can rest on his head, resting on his head there. So in regards to the articulation, as I've mentioned, it's just the piss poor body that was included here. I think that could be a simple upgrade. However, I just need to harp the fact that this thing was $200 and the body that's included is a piece of junk is very disappointing. And just a quick zoom in on the shirt. I mean, we have fantastic detail on the Punisher symbol. Couldn't really ask for much more. Good tailoring. However, as I've hinted at, I do believe that a better body would serve the clothes set a little bit better. It might be a hard task to pull off because of the way the peg system is on the head. However, we do have a very nicely tailored suit and pants, which I'll show in a second here, that are just kind of mismatched with this piss poor body underneath. Now, to be honest, I don't even really know what to say about the pants. They are so pretty straightforward. They're just a black kind of cargo-ish feel pant. Keep in mind you have this belt buckle that goes around here. It was pre-installed. Didn't need to clip that on yourself or anything like that. None of the pouches or anything actually open up on there, so they are just purely for aesthetic reasons. You have this pocket on the side here, which does look accessible, I believe. So yeah, you can put some stuff in the pocket there. And the last observation, the 1/6 scale stand that you see in shot is not included. It boggles my mind because without it, this guy can barely stand. I'm talking about like a 10%, 15% chance of standing on his own. It is a very, very dangerous balancing act. So how the hell did you pass quality control with whoever the hell you are behind the scenes, tough guys, and release a guy that does not stand on his own without a stand? It's a very perplexing choice. And then, of course, nowadays, most figures include a 1/6 scale stand branded for the price point. It really just should have been there, especially because he doesn't stand on his own. Now, another thing to gripe on a little bit on this, the boots kind of reminds me of like the Woody. Now, the peg keeps coming off. So I did not do that on purpose. The peg keeps coming off automatically. This is why that split cut kind of design is really desirable, because this thing just looks, ugly as you bend it back and forth. It's only going to do damage to it over time. So I just thought the way the boots were pulled off and this peg system through the legs, it's just really a piss poor presentation of a boot like this. It looks nice maybe on its own. However, once we start to get it back in here, it's just an act of its own. Oh! Jesus Christ. And then take the stand out of the shot. Watch how hard this is. I cannot get at the stand. Gotcha. And just kind of a quick snippet of the accessories included. I'll put this on in the next shot, but this is the kind of classic Punisher jacket. Great quality to this. It actually has a wire that runs all the way down, around, and back up here, so pretty nifty there that there was actual wire within that jacket. You do have this bag that is unzippable. See if I can zip that there, zip-a-da-doo. And then it's stuffed right now, but you could put a bunch of junk in there, the guns, the grenades, anything you want there. So you have that fancy, nice little backpack. Oh, can't seem to zip it back up there. There we go. This gun is badass. So you do have this gun here. Same kind of weathered-ish look to it. Decent weight, great detail. The guns, to be honest, I can't complain at all. The guns are fantastic. You get two of these, as we saw one of them in shot before. So if you want, you do have two of those. You can put one in each hand. Then you have these grenades here. And then briefly just show off the bat. And in my opinion, the bat is the worst accessory. Something's just cartoon-ish looking about this thing, and it was slightly off proportion in my opinion. Alright, so let's start to wrap this up and slap a score on this guy, and I must say, wow, this piece of crap was so bad at trying to stand on that Amazon 1/6 scale stand, I needed to get a Star Wars stand, which just had a little bit more stability, and I was finally able to get him to stand. And I wish I recorded it. He probably face planted about 3 or 4 times as I tried to get this shot set up. So with that frustration out of the way, so I don't let it get in the way of this review, let's finish this out. So for starters, let's get it right out of the way. Obviously, this has some shelf presence. He looks pretty decent under the lens with the accessories, everything on hand, and as he spins in front of us, it's not that bad. However, when you crack down some of the quality control issues and the terrible articulation, we have some serious concerns. I think that this thing could use a major body upgrade, and a rehaul could serve it some justice. This could be one of the best Punishers on the market had that body been top notch. The other thing that was amiss was those boots, and I'm still cringing. There's just a slight look to the way they hit on the ankles right now in shot that just looks so weird. It looks like his right foot is like broken. I don't know if we can kind of see this in lens, but in person it looks like it's broken. I really wish that they hit this one out of the park, because I wanted a Punisher on my shelf with the comic book Marvel line that I have going, and I'm very disappointed to say that they missed the mark. And to have a figure that falls flat in his face and not include a stand, shame on you. Shame on you, tough guys. You think you're so tough not including a stand? Tough guys, I don't know what you're thinking over there, but please, if you're going to have a figure that can't stand on his own, include a stand so he's not face planting all the time. But anyways, I think that's time for us to wrap this up. So with all that said, as far as a score on this guy, I mean, we have great quality accessories. The tailoring's pretty good. The stereotypical Punisher jacket, will it deteriorate over time? Yeah, it feels like that kind of crappy quality. It's very thin feeling, and depending on your climate, it could deteriorate a little bit faster than expected. However, it has a good look, and because it's thinner, it allows the articulation to quote-unquote shine through. The reason I say that is, well, we have piss-poor articulations, especially on the upper half of this guy. So anyways, as far as a score, I think I'm leaning on a 6.7 out of 10. You know, I know Tough Guys didn't make the body. Had they spent a little bit more time, investigated, and put a better body, this thing would have been 1 or 2 points higher than it is right now. Fix the boots, fix the body, and we have an outstanding Punisher figure, because both head sculpts included are really, really good. But everything considered, quality control issues, piss poor articulation, well, we're going to land at a 6.7 out of 10. So with all that said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here today at KC Toys. We got the Punisher, and we got Tough Guys being really tough because they're just naming this thing Frank Castle. They didn't care. They didn't name him the Castle of Franks or some goofy name. They went for it. So Tough Guys, you guys are tough, but you got some quality control issues. Catch you guys next time.
Huh?